Barnsley, a town that's built on coal, underground tunnels without a soul, snaking under the narrow streets, nameless faces beneath our feet, endless workings, forgotten, dead, move like dreams in an old man's head, worked out, spat out, left to fade, like songs on a piano that won't get played. So many names of abandoned pits, history shattered, smashed to bits, so many stories left untold, hidden in the map's sharp fold. The pits are gone, they've all been mined. Where shall we look for them? Seek, and ye shall find.
So, seek and ye shall find. That were Ian Macmillan saying that. Seek and ye shall find. Well, you might wonder why I'm doing this. Why am I researching these old hidden mines of Barnsley, my town, my town? Well, I'll tell you what did it. Well, this stairfoot roundabout's on mine. I was a bit amazed. The Oaks colliery in 1866, it blew up. A lot of men killed. Some say 361, some say 388. I never knew this. There's 169 bodies under that roundabout, or that area round that roundabout. It's unbelievable. Now this is it's 1960s Barnsley. A lot of these pits went in 66, 65, 66, a big closure programme. That's Moncton winding tower, and that's the Corpu winder engine room. That's Barnsley Main. Looks about 1960, Barnsley Main. But I wanted to keep away from these big pits, which have all gone, of course. I wanted to keep, I wanted to keep it with these 1840s, 1850s, 1860s, early pits.
The pits are gone, they've all been mined. Where shall we look for them? Seek, and ye shall find.
Seek and ye shall find. Well, look where I've come here. A lovely, idyllic place. This is Stainborough. Middle England this, Barnsley's Middle England. And what are we doing here? Well, the answer's simple. Because at Stainborough, 3 mile, roughly 3 mile to the southwest of Barnsley, this is where all the coal seams came to the surface in a crop or outcrop. And here in these fields was where the famous Barnsley bed seam outcropped. That's it there. What we would say the yellow waters down to M1 motorway, look there. How do I know that? Well, I'll tell you I know. Because in the late 50s, my dad worked there. He worked at this Yellowhatters outcrop, a firm called Ruddock and Meehan. Now they tell me that here at Yellowhatters, the Barnsley bed seam was 12 foot to 20 foot thick. Extreme top quality coal. Now in 1837 there were only 2 pits in Barnsley, 2 pits. 1841 there were 9 pits, including the infamous Oscar. These were visited by the employment commissioners who were looking at general working conditions and the employment of women and children in the mines. And this is the Usker, the famous pit at Silkstone Common, where 26 children got drowned. What tragic. So Queen Victoria sent the commissioners in. That's Rockley Furnace. Now monks and that used to work there in medieval times. Getting cold, they used to call them bell pits, those shallow pits. Now this is Elsica. Again, there were bell pits mostly, but very famous place. The problem, not so much getting the coal out, it was getting shut on it. So, and that is Worsborough Canal Basin, built in the late 1830s to take the coal away, and that's when it all started. That's when the pits mushroomed, if you like. So, to find out some more answers to our questions, I've got here with me Steve Wyatt. So what we've got here then, Steve, this is a map of Worsborough, so if you can just explain to everybody.
Right, this is a map of Worsborough Bridge and Worsborough Dale showing red dots existing colliery shafts, and if you look in the area, that is the road from Barnsley, Sheffield Road, to the Cutting Edge Crossroads.
The A61, right.
That goes on to Kingwell Road, and this goes on Bank End Road to Worsborough, and that road down to Worsborough Dale. And if you look at these locations, all these are shafts.
So the red dots signify a shaft.
Old existing shafts in that location, right?
Right.
And
it was strolling down here.
right, hold on, not too far. And as you can look now, we've come through the crossroads and down here, right into the bottom of Worsborough Bridge.
The old railway there, Steve. Look at that old railway intercourse there.
Yes, and if you can look, all these red dots, these two shafts here,
Oh, that's
them two
interesting.
are in the Asda car park today.
Right.
That was Belling Colliery.
Belling.
Colliery, yes.
ING. Belling.
Yeah, and as you come down, you can see there's an old colliery in that area there.
Oh, that's interesting. So that, I'm just looking at railway. It's Summery Council Estate. That.
Yeah, that's that.
Right.
That I believe that was an air shaft for Darley Main Colliery.
Right. Right.
And as you look, as you come down here,
Yeah.
this is where they're coming on here. There's West Street on this area here
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
You can see where the glasshouse crossings, and that's West. On
Look
West
at Pete's
Street.
here, Steve. Look at him here. That's like Brick Bottom. That's like Canal.
That's Canal Basin,
Yeah.
and you've got two shafts there and two shafts there,
Right.
and you've two shafts here.
Yeah.
And in the car park across where what we know as Mill Car Park today,
Worsborough Mill Car Park.
that is a drift.
Right.
The indication of a drift is an arrow,
Right.
which is indicated red. So there's drifts and shafts on this location.
So for everybody, just to explain, a drift was like a tunnel like a tunnel into hillside, if you like, as opposed to a shaft, which is an hole.
Yes,
right?
yeah.
So here, Steve, we're going on West Street here.
Yes.
There's one here, look, isn't there,
Yeah.
please?
That's an old shaft, yeah.
That's roughly. Well, look, that's Glasshouse Crossing. So that's right where Dale Bush used to turn around.
Yeah.
Remember that? Moving on, Steve, here.
Yes.
We're going to Bottom at where's Bottom at Dale? That's Bottom at Dale.
This road. That's the railway. This is the road. There's a road comes on West Street, comes on here. Look.
Yeah.
That's West Street. There, can you see that? That's
Yeah.
West Street.
Yeah.
And that crossroads there, that goes up Ticket Lane.
Wait a minute, Cocker, wait a minute. Let's go the way. Right, that's Ticket Lane, that.
That's Ticket Lane, yeah. And if you look with them allotments, is halfway up or not far off. There's a shaft there,
Ah.
and that is going back up High Street. That's Darley Main Colliery, that shaft there.
Darling me, that's where all them big explosion went to there, right?
Yes.
So now we're at Worsborough Dale. We're just trying to find the Darley pit. So I know this fella here, what's got this garage, Tony Sefton, old mate of mine. Let's see if we can catch him. The pit's at the bottom of this yard here, Darley Main. A lot of men got killed here in an explosion. We're outside at Darley Main. This is Darley Main, with the explosion here. And Tony Shefton here, one of the lads, he's got his own business here. I think he'll show us where shafts were. If you've a minute, Mr. Shefton. So Tony, were these buildings here, were they part of the pit then?
Yeah, as far as I know, that old stone building, what blacksmith shop and stables.
Right.
And then the old houses down at the bottom were either pit offices or manager's house.
Yeah. But these are where shafts were, I think, Tony, and this brambles here.
Yeah.
I don't think we need to pray again to it.
You're going to struggle. Just somewhere about here in the middle of the pit shaft. It's just that collapsed a few years ago.
Did it?
And Colbert came out and refilled it and capped it.
Yeah.
And then there's another shaft under that garage at the other side of the wall.
Right. Thanks a lot, Tony. Wonderful. Right, Steve. So, well, that's Edmonds. Would you Edmonds Main there, look?
That's Edmonds, yeah.
Yeah. And look at all this lot here on this.
And if you go
further on, Loudon.
Further down here, there were Loudon Colliery.
Yeah.
Which there were Loudon Colliery were down here, and there were also a numerous amount of day halls in that area.
Right.
And if you look, you're going back over the road to go up Duff Cliff.
Blacker Hill and Duff Cliff. Yeah.
And there's an old shaft in that area there.
Right.
And there's two drifts there.
That's about this lot here, Steve. Oh, look at this. Now this is up Brig again. This is wait a minute. Let me just get my bearings. Is that Cutting Edge? Kingwell. So they're a pit in that three-corner field, Steve. There.
Yeah.
There. Halfway up field. Look at that.
That's it. So that area there might be pinfall. That square there, that big area there could be pinfall.
Yeah.
That's the pinfall, the existing pinfall that's still there today.
Right.
In my opinion.
Me and John found that one yesterday, that one. Yeah. That's that, what's the proper name? Cupola?
Cupola shaft.
Cupola, meaning a ventilation shaft.
Yeah.
And then there's one further down, see here, in housing estate.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable. So this is where I was born and bred is. It's Shields Avenue, Worsborough Bridge, and this was my mum's house here, number 89. 89 Shields Avenue. And why I'm interested, because here, there were a pit. With that grey vanish there, there were a pit, we call it cupola. And we're going to knock on somebody's door now and I hope to pray we can get access. Anyway, thanks for seeing us, Chris. It was wonderful. And who's this young fella?
Son Carter.
Carter, wonderful. As I say, Chris, I was born here, number 89. And we used to call it cupola. What in them days, it was a furnace. There used to be a furnace. You know, before electric were invented, it used to pull air out pits. And it was as big as your house in them days.
So well, said we've had to go through all insurers, pit and stuff, and they said that it's about 20 foot of concrete.
It is, yeah.
Covered its shaft.
It's capped. It's what's called capped.
Yeah. Which, I mean, by all means, I'll get it out and I can have a look.
I just want to have a look at that thing, mate. Yeah, wonderful.
More than all, with plans, I would say it is that slab that's in Norman's garden.
Yeah.
Pretty much to what drawing says.
Yeah.
It says it's here.
Yeah. So that marries up, doesn't it?
So it's not a million. I'll have to watch it. It's cash.
Yeah. I don't know what pits were, but I can remember this vividly. So, thanks for the old cocker.
No problem. Like I say, I'll go through deeds. I'll see if I can dig out.
Yeah. We're now back at Park, if you know it, Kerrisforth Old Road. And there's a big house here, a big posh house. And when I was a young lad, there used to be a mine shaft in garden down here. So it's a case of knocking on doors and hoping for the best. So here we are, back at Park. I think it's around this corner. So here we are, this house here. Let me just pull up here and let's go for it. I've just knocked on the house, there's nobody in, but this is one of mine shafts. I think they called it Victorian. I said to double check, but actual pit stack, one over there where them trees are there, when I was a young lad. And as I say, this is a 19th century colliery. At M1 between Dodworth and Birdwell, i.e. 37, 36, and we're trying to find the old Rob Royd pit, and I think, if my memory serves me right, it's in this wood here, Rob Royd. So after a lot of walking through dog muck and everything, we've at last found it, the old Rob Royd shafts here, the Rob Royd. I'll have to check my history books, but I think early 60s, it was part of Dodworth, this. Part of Dodworth Church Lane complex, and also Barra took it over years after. Rob Royd. It says Kendall Green, Avalon's Lane. Well, this is what pump house for pit. It was a pit what happened in 1956 when Hungarians come, and it would have been on a white elephant actually. They drove drifts down to Swallowwood Seam, and then it flooded. So, as I say, Kendall Green. And now, that's it. We'll have a run to. We'll find East Gober then on Wakefield Road.
The pits are gone, they've all been mined. Where shall we look for them? Seek, and ye shall find.
We are now travelling up Wakefield Road, out of Barnsley. There are a number of pits on the left hand side, the biggest being East Gober Colliery and Warncliffe Carlton. The last remaining pit was Mottram Wood, which mined coal until 1939. Mottram Wood closed when it was flooded, when the Barnsley Canal burst its banks. Thus bringing to an end 100 years of mining on Wakefield Road.
We are now, we're walking up the old railway, and Wakefield Road is on the right hand side, and we're going up to Eversley.
Yeah. So where are we now roughly, Steve?
We're walking up this Barnsley Coal Railway extension, and we're just passing where old Warncliffe Carlton Colliery used to be.
Yeah.
Which is now Barnsley Metropolitan Borough Service Yard on the left hand side as we're walking up here.
Right.
On the right hand side is at Wakefield Road, going right up to New Lodge and that area.
So this is the site of Warncliffe Carlton. So in a minute we should be coming hopefully to this Primrose Main, where that was. Hopefully. I don't know where that was. It comes down there.
That's the reason this two arch bridge was constructed is because they'd send the coal to the canal, the foot railway.
Yeah.
When railway came through...
That was like a wagon way then?
Yes, it was wagon road.
Yeah.
When railway come through, they wouldn't have put two arches in that thing unless they needed them. And that's what they did, right? Yeah. And initially that cupola shaft, or upcast shaft, is just down here.
Just down here, right?
Yeah. Come on, go inside it, look inside it, right up. You still got it?
Yeah.
Grade 2 listed.
Grade 2 listed.
Yeah. It was a ventilation shaft. Flames were smaller. You could see that up at Wakefield Road.
All right.
You can't now.
No.
Because it's overgrowth. Trees is beyond it. Right up tip top.
It was right, wasn't it?
Oh, of course it is. Yeah.
There'd be smoke blethering out there, won't there? Oh. So it worked out principle with a fan. It was a furnace, wasn't it? And it drew air out of it.
Yeah.
Before electric fans were.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Invented.
No, that'd be shaft. Yeah, fire's going, smoke's coming to the bottom of the shaft.
Yeah.
Because fire's going up it.
So roughly, people up there, I think that is New Lodge. And that fan shaft is down there.
We stood on now. Right, there.
Yeah.
That bridge there, what we've been down to,
Yeah.
that cupola, that's it there.
Yeah.
Can I see it now?
Yeah.
That's that cupola there, see there, in that little planting there. And if that looks right where we come across, look at this sidings now. They're coming into the pit yard, and all buildings is here, right up here, right up to Wakefield Road, they went up to sidings.
Yeah.
Can they see how it all is there now? And all these sidings is for pit it's sent. But that cupola, that's that there. No
So
danger.
come back, Steve. What is this? This looks like out tramway right down at Canal.
Well, that's it, so look, we might do what canal is now.
So many names of abandoned pits, history shattered, smashed to bits. So many stories left untold, hidden in the map's sharp fold. The pits are gone, they've all been mined. Where shall we look for them? Seek, and ye shall find.